it okay? Can you hear me? Okay. Thank you for listening. I'm from Japan, and my name is Kazuha Fujiwara. I'm studying about the fragrance pollution-induced oxidative stress and triggered multiple chemical sensitivity. And what is a multiple chemical sensitivity? Do you know the word this already? And it's included in the all over the world now. And I also I get this MCS since 2020. And then so when we get this MCS, there are so many variety of the symptoms started. And in Japanese situation, we have a survey about how many people have their chemical sensitivity. And now I researched about 16 million people in Japan has something chemical sensitivity, and we call such a chemical sensitivity as MCS. And when we get the MCS, there are many variety of the symptoms. And sometimes people started a rash or cannot stop the cough. And there are many symptoms. And it's included not only in Japan, especially the United States and Canada and Europe. And especially since last year, there are some law created in Europe. And because such a symptom started, the people included. And this came from many people think it's MCS is the reason why. And but I wanted to research how to do about the MCS because fragrance cannot see, right? That's why I wanted to get the how to visualize invisible fragrance pollution. And then so especially in Japan, this fragrance pollution is coming from most of the people feel fabric softener. It's a very strong fragrance we can feel when we wash the clothes, but cannot release the fragrance, right? And then so second is the fragrance specific detergent is also. So I researched about the detergent and softeners, and most fragrance ingredient was used the limonene. And I checked what is a limonene. It came from this ingredient came from the like orange oil. So orange oil, maybe you know, and orange oil is a very strong washable and can erase the oils. And it was used a lot for the household products. And I researched the previous survey, and it was from the UK professor Alistair Lewis. His research was he checked the normal 6 house in UK. So you can see the orange line. It was a limonene level in the normal house. So most house has a, especially 3 houses has a super high limonene level. It came from household product or like fragrance candles. And then so his research said this limonene, if gets to the air, and then so we can feel the nice fragrance, but it's changing to the formaldehyde. So I'm very curious about how is it changed. So I researched in my laboratory, and then I used the limonene and the diffuser and the Tetra bag and incubator, and I set to the 37 degrees for like human temperature, right? And then so I used the gas detector, and when we calculate the gas detector for the house formaldehyde and the limonene, and before I put the odorless air in the Tetra bag, and this is the result. You can see that I put only just the limonene in the Tetra bag, but it created the formaldehyde. It's amazing. I also made the same result by other previous study. And especially in Japan, formaldehyde level was if over the 0.08 ppm it became like a sick building syndrome. That's why we have to keep less than 0.08 ppm for the formaldehyde. And I put only just lemon, but it's starting to make the formaldehyde, and especially the level is already over after 10 minutes, and then it became the over of the 0.08 ppm. So it can make a sick house syndrome, a sick building syndrome. Especially this level is in Japan and 7.5 times higher than the guideline level. And especially I checked in Europe, and it was a very similar level. In Europe, the formaldehyde guideline level, it was 0.1 ppm. And also, you can see that I checked the limonene level, and the limonene level, the highest was 407 ppm, right? And then so I also checked the formaldehyde threshold for formaldehyde level was 0.5 ppm, and limonene fragrance ingredient level, the highest was 407 ppm. And then that level I checked for the 6-point order level, and then so 3 and 4 level is easy detectable order and strong order, like such a level was limonene level was about 400 ppm. And I checked, already in my laboratory, I made that result. It was already over the guideline level. That's why I think that most of the people studied the MCS, because already we have a very high level of the formaldehyde, and also that the 400, around the 400 level of the limonene is the normal cosmetics and household fragrance level, right? That's why. And then so I checked the formaldehyde, maybe that created the oxidative stress in the blood, right? That's why I think that many people include the MCS and sick building syndrome started from before it was by the building stuff or something materials, but I think now it's MCS and sick building syndrome, sick building syndrome created by the clothes or cosmetics and the hair oils or especially perfumes, right? So I would like to study about more, and especially so oxidative stress and blood is included. That's why so our MCS or such a many symptoms started. Some people cannot feel the MCS, or some people they don't know about the MCS, but there are so many products and fragrance products around. Even here, I can feel someone's fragrance from the perfume or something, right? So we can easy to be such a syndrome, I think. And in conclusion, the prevalence of MCS has been improving in the recent years, and the fragrance in ingredients undergo a chemical reaction, generating harmful substances that affect the human body. The concentration of harmful substances and include with temperature and the strength of the fragrance tested in comparable to that of typical fragrance product in our surroundings. Food products with high residual fragrance cause symptoms similar to sick building syndrome, and there is a possibility that other harmful substances are also emitted from everyday fragrance products. And the relationship between MCS and oxidative stress. And thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for the presentations. Any questions or comment? Okay, thank you.